Hey everyone, what's up? It's Babylonius from PeakofSerenity.com here with another 5-minute Windwalker guide video for you. This time we're going to be talking about the Tier 20 set bonuses, going over what they do, how they change things, stuff like that. So let's put 5 minutes on the clock and let's see if I can fit what we need to in 5 minutes. Here we go. Alright, so as you can see, the Tier 20 gear is called Zuen's Battle Gear. All of the gear has Zuen's, then blah blah blah. Basically, the two-piece bonus Rising Sun Kick critical strikes reduce the cooldown of Fists of Fury by 3 seconds. This takes the cooldown as long as it's on cooldown and reduces it by 3 seconds. So if you have 10 seconds left, then you have 7 seconds left. If you have 15 seconds left, then you have 12 seconds left. It does not reduce the base cooldown, it just takes time off of the current ticking cooldown. On the 4-piece bonus, when Fists of Fury ends, the critical strike chance of Rising Sun Kick is increased by 65% for 5 seconds. And this buff is called Pressure Point, and basically what it does is after Fists of Fury ends, whether you cancel it early, whether it cancels on its own, you get the buff called Pressure Point for 5 seconds, and any Rising Sun Kicks cast during that time will get 65% increased crit chance. So it's not just the next Rising Sun Kick, it's any Rising Sun Kicks that happen during that 5-second buff. So what this does is, in a situation like using Serenity, you cast Fist of Fury ends, you get the buff, you can use Rising Sun Kick right away, and because, and I'll talk about this in a second, but if Rising Sun Kick has less than a 5-second cooldown, then theoretically you can use it 2 times during that buff. So what makes these bonuses so strong is adding to it the 2-piece bonus from Tier 19, and that reduced the cooldown of Rising Sun Kick by 3 seconds. And what this does is it makes it very easy to get 2 Rising Sun Kick casts inside of that pressure point buff, and the 2 Rising Sun Kick casts will almost nearly always crit, which means that you will see time reduce off of your Fist of Fury. So the thing about the 2-piece bonus is that it also will work on your Tornado Kicks attacks. So Tornado Kicks, if you remember, is a artifact trait right here, and what it does is your Rising Sun Kick hits a second time for 25% damage. So that has its own chance to crit and everything like that, and a Tornado Kick will also take 3 seconds off of your Fist of Fury. So if you have, let's say you have 35% crit, with the 65% bonus from Pressure Point, you will have 100% chance for your Rising Sun Kick and Tornado Kicks to crit. When they do crit, they will each take 3 seconds off. So you can take a maximum of 6 seconds off per Rising Sun Kick off your Fist of Fury, which is a huge amount, especially if you can get 2 Fists of Fury or 2 Rising Sun Kick inside of that buff. Then you can take a maximum of 12 seconds off of your Fist of Fury, which will pretty much take it from almost everything down to being available again. So these 2 tier bonuses synergize very well with each other, and they also synergize very well with the Tier 19 2-piece bonus. It works very well with Serenity because the reduced cooldown allows you to get a lot more Rising Sun Kicks in Serenity. So these tier bonuses are very, very strong. The 2 set on its own is almost non-existent. It's really not very strong at all. The 2-piece with the Tier 19 2-piece is not very strong, but once you have the 4-piece and the 2-piece, it's very strong, as well as taking the 4-piece and 2-piece and adding to that the Tier 19 2-piece, and that makes them incredibly strong. Just about the strongest combination of legendaries that are of tier bonuses that come out of this tier. So you definitely want your goal, if you're in this tier, should be to get the 4-piece Tier 20 bonuses as well as the 2-piece Tier 19 bonuses, and you're just going to get those and keep them. And that takes up all 6 of your tier slots, so there's not a lot of other space for legendaries. But yeah, so really these bonuses are not super strong on their own, but together they synergize very well and work off of one another. More Rising Sun Kick crits mean more Fist of Fury casts, more Fist of Fury casts mean more Rising Sun Kick crits, and they feed into each other that way. So they play very well together, and they have a very strong set bonuses. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this gives you some of the information you need to know. If you want more information about Windwalkers and other stuff like that, please check us out on PeakofSerenity.com. You can check out some of my other videos, both in 5-minute form and in longer form. And If you like this kind of content, please support us through Patreon and PayPal. Keep us doing what we're doing. You can like, comment, and subscribe to this video on my channel. Let me know how I'm doing, if there's any topics you want to see covered in theoretically 5 minutes or less. So thank you very much for watching. I hope it answers more questions than it creates. And until next time, I will see